What is the mood in Ohio? We're looking at demonstrations that occurred this weekend where people are just outraged over this alleged rape, and they are wondering, well, is this at the tip of the iceberg? In fact, there were women who got up and talked about their rape experiences. But what is the general mood in Ohio as a result of this horror?
Well, very outraged. That's an excellent word. That's an excellent phrase to put it. I was at that rally on Saturday. Listened to the stories, very sobering, a lot of tears. People just don't understand how this could possibly happen. And what's interesting is that press conference today, Attorney Dennis McNamara, we're talking about a timeline here, and I think this is an interesting perspective. We were kind of confused as to, okay, how many homes were there? And they're saying that this teen that posted that YouTube video was not at the home. Well, he sort of laid it out for us and said he did cross paths with the alleged rape victim around midnight. The alleged rape victim, he says, actually was carried out because she was, as in his words, was escorted out by two other men to another house party. And this teen that posted this video actually recorded that video 2.5 hours later and never left the house that he was at, although he says that the alleged victim in this case was at a different home when that alleged rape occurred. So
your point, just summarize what your point is. You've given us a lot of stats, but what's your point there?
The point is that I heard you talking about the questions as far as did he witness this, did he not? The attorney maintains that he was not in that home where this alleged rape happened, and two witnesses came back to that house party and told him what had happened.
Well, I think the bottom line is, yes, and it's all very interesting. I think the bottom line, the reason people are protesting is that, yes, there's been 2 arrests made, and those young men are going to trial, but there is a general sense of, is this the tip of the iceberg? Were more boys or young men, 16-year-olds, however you want to describe them, boys to men, involved in this incident? Were there other young men watching while some people were raping this girl, allegedly? And if so, could those people face any charges? And so John Lieberman, HLN contributor, an investigative journalist, what is the essence of the complaint here?
Well, look, let me tell you this. If being an insensitive moron was a crime, dozens of people would have been locked up here. The outrage comes from a perception that there was a cover-up and that other people were involved, and 2 key members of both law enforcement and the town had to recuse themselves from this case because of their ties to the football program. But, Jane, I think the outrage should be at all of the people involved here who either saw what was going on, were at one of these homes those nights, and did not come forward. Do you know, had somebody come forward in the first 72 hours, police would have been able to do a rape kit on the victim. They would have been able to get physical evidence from her, but nobody came forward. They tweeted about it and they Facebooked about it, but nobody went to law enforcement. It wasn't until 3 days later when the victim and her parents started kind of putting the pieces together that police got involved.
Excellent.